Today we're going to view how to crop and straighten an image. In this example, I have my Pelican picture, but it's not perfectly even. Control A to select all. Click C on the keyboard, which is the shortcut for crop. Okay, at the top here, let me resize that. I'm going to click the click and straighten in the toolbar. Okay, and now I want to draw a line. So this is the line that I want to make even. As soon as I let go, it automatically did it. I can press enter. Now it's straight. Now if I want to resave it, I can do my file save as and save this wherever your teacher tells you to save this. In this case, I may want to call this Pelican straight as a JPG. Okay, I'm going to minimize this one. And I'm going to show you how to do that again. So here is a picture from Oak Island. Remember, down here on the bottom, I can also adjust my zoom. Okay, I'm still on the crop. So remember, when you open a picture, it's going to open up with the last tool that you use. Control A for all. C on the keyboard for crop. The option bar appears. I'm going to click straighten, and now I need to draw a line for what I want to be even. In this case, maybe I want to have the beach horizon be even. And when that finishes, if you notice, it has this little crisscross grid. That's for the rule of thirds as well, and that also lets you visually see if the image that you're wanting to act is done. Okay, and another little note here, and again the overlay is on the rule of thirds. Right here, this is the overlay. We could have it show a grid when we go to crop it. We could show a grid, so these are the different overlays that we could apply. Okay, so remember right here, this is our aspect ratio. Right here is where we can swap our height and width. Okay, and then right here is where we can adjust our overlay options. To add extra pixels to the image, we can always check Content Aware Fill when cropping the image. Alright, so be ready. This is where some of the magic happens. Again, I did Control A, C on the keyboard. I'm going to click my straighten here, and I'm going to draw my line. Let's make that even. Okay. Now, if you see my little note over here, to add extra pixels, we can check Content Aware Fill when cropping the image. So I'm going to check this little box. But you know what? I really want a taller sky. Maybe I want to add some text above this. Okay, so you know what? This picture would look so much better if it was this size. Okay, so let me show you how we're going to do that. And there we go. So let me re-straighten that. Okay, so again, so I'm going to click Content Aware Fill. I'm going to drag this up, and then I'm going to drag this over to the left a little bit. Okay, so can Photoshop actually be smart enough to fill in all of this yellow space and look like it was always there in the picture? We make sure we check Content Aware, click the check mark. It may take a minute for Photoshop to work. Photoshop in the background is going to be looking at every pixel, the color of every pixel, and trying to make that. amazing. Photoshop is smart enough to not only add parts over here, but also to the top of the sky. Okay, and now I want to do File, Save As. So not only this time, Oak Island is even with extra sky. So again, so it doesn't matter what part of the picture that is. And again, the better resolution of the picture, the better options that you're going to have to extend that. Okay, and then again, when we finish, we can do Control D, deselect, do our little check mark, and we are done. Finally, let me show you real quick how you could do this if you had something you wanted to align vertically. I could go to straighten. Okay, in this case, maybe I want to have this particular pole even. Okay, so now the pole is even, but the sidewalk is crooked. So again, it depends on what you're trying to do. If you don't like that, you can go back and undo. Okay, in this case, maybe I want to go back and make this straight, or maybe I want to make the sidewalk even. Okay, so depending on how you take the picture, it's going to determine exactly what you want to do with it. Okay, and again, this is with the crop feature, shortcut C.